Hello and welcome to the 10th and final video in our series on how to play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 the board game. In this chapter we'll be teaching you how to play the solo campaign, and do check out the playlist for a full list of videos.
And hello everyone, it's Stella.
And Tarrant here from Meeple University.
Alright, let's get to the classroom.
Heroes of Might and Magic 3 comes with a solo campaign, which is a series of thematic scenarios which are played against an AI. The scenarios are interconnected, each with their own victory conditions. The AI's actions will be driven by a series of cards with this back. Set up your own faction according to the scenario in the scenario book. You may be forced to play a specific hero or faction, and you'll always choose one of the bonuses shown in the scenario instead of the starting bonus based on difficulty. The scenario will also tell you how to set up the AI's hero, faction, and decks. The enemy's deck will be made of a mixture of 3 different types of cards, all from the AI deck, and these are Might, Magic, and Skill. The enemy may have separate heroes which set up their own decks, and may also have a spell deck which we made up of specific spells which you find from the common supply. The AI always plays after the player. The AI has 3 movement points, and these are not resolved with a draw of cards. There is an automatic sequence for how this is determined. For each movement point, firstly, if the AI is on the same tile as the player's hero, then the AI will move towards the player's hero, ultimately starting combat. If on a different tile to the player, then the AI moves towards the nearest settlement or mine on the same tile which it hasn't yet flagged. It flags it automatically without need for combat. If there are no unflagged mines or settlements on that hex, then the AI will move via the shortest path towards the player's town. When setting up the neutral units to face the AI, you'll always place the range units on the back row and the non-range units on the second row from left to right in descending initiative order. So in this case, 6 then 5. In the case of a tie, the highest tier of enemy goes to the left, and if still tied, it's your choice. When an AI unit is activated, draw a card from the AI deck and resolve it based on the difficulty that you chose for the scenario. Ground and flying units will always try to attack any enemy of the same tier, that is bronze, silver or gold, and if not possible will target a lower tier enemy before a higher tier. Within those limits, it targets the closest unit within range, and otherwise if there's a tie, it's the player who gets to choose what is attacked. Ranged units will first target other ranged units of the same tier, then of a lower tier, then of a higher tier, then ground or flying units, again of the same tier, then lower, then higher. The AI cards may improve attack or defense, cast a spell, in which case you draw one of the spells from the spell deck you set up and resolve it as shown, or maybe a skill card which resolves an effect specific to the scenario. The scenario continues until you meet either the win or the lose condition, and do note that through the scenario you may have some thematic and narrative choices which may change how the scenario pans out. When you move on to the next scenario of the campaign, reset your hero's level to 1 and then partially reset your Might and Magic deck. You'll keep all of your statistic cards and you'll keep your level 1 specialty card. You'll remove any higher level specialty cards, you'll have to earn them again, and then among all of the other cards that you've collected, keep a total of 5 and discard the rest. This means your deck will start a little bit stronger going into each subsequent episode of a campaign. And that is the solo campaign in Heroes of Might and Magic 3 the board game. And that brings us to the end of our video series on how to play this game. Again, these videos were all made so that they could be watched from start to end. So if you want to know the full how to play for the game, do check out the entire playlist. But if you just need a refresher on an individual section, refer to that part in the playlist.
hopefully you can play the game now. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. Your like and comments are much appreciated. Subscribe to see what's coming, and hopefully you have a wonderful day. See you next time.